What's up guys, and welcome to the very first episode review of My Hero Academia on this channel. I haven't done a whole lot of stuff for this series on this channel yet. If you want me to do more, let me know in the comments. But I have done 2 cover songs, most recently an 8-bit retro video game-like cover for the 5th opening, Make My Story. It was a lot of fun to make. If you want, go ahead and check that out. I think you'd enjoy it a lot, but let's get on with the review. So we got Todoroki going up against these ninja guys, and they're actually giving him a lot of trouble, which I really enjoyed because so far they've kind of been glorifying the UA students. You know, they're putting them in tournaments and putting them on TV and stuff like that. And I like how they show that that's not necessarily because they are the best heroes, like it's the most famous school, but it doesn't make these students like any better than other students, you know, or any more adept or skilled, you know, as seen with these ninja guys who are up against Todoroki. Now, Todoroki has been shown to be a massive powerhouse, especially with his ice ability, as seen in the tournament, like I said. But up until this point, I feel like he's been kind of throwing his quirk around, like throwing his weight around, so to speak, without using his brains too much. But now being thrust into this situation against all these ninja guys with their quirks and their teamwork, like it's also showing that these other students are really good at their teamwork, especially in this episode, I felt. But he's kind of forced to say, okay, my quirk itself isn't enough. I can't just overpower them. I need to think of some way to get out of this situation, and he does, and I think that was a really good idea on his part. And also shows that he's not just a powerhouse. He does have some brains when he needs to use them. And speaking of the other students, these ninja guys, I love how they're creating, like, the quirks in this entire series. There's so many characters, and there's so many, like, unique powers that they have. And not only that, they use these powers in unique and interesting ways. And that is a huge help in keeping this show from, you know, getting stale. Because if you just have the same powers and do the same things over and over again, then it kind of gets boring. But the show has a way of keeping things fresh and introducing like new quirks and new characters and new challenges for these guys to overcome. I should mention that I haven't read the manga at all, so this is strictly from an anime perspective. I might start reading the manga and possibly start doing an anime versus manga kind of thing, kind of like what I do with Dragon Ball Super. Let me know if you would like to see that. But that's an idea. If I have time, I can start doing that as well. But speaking of the strategy and these guys having to use their brains, we have a large focus on Froggy. I like calling her Froggy. Momo, who is probably my favorite side character. I really love her quirk, how she uses it. And in this episode, especially highlighting how smart of a character she actually is. And that's another thing about this show, is that it has a great way of, even the side characters, of giving them development and giving them depth, instead of just saying, oh, they're not one of the strong guys, so they don't matter. Let's give them something, you know, useless, or something to do with little to no value. But here in this situation, it actually felt like there was some value to be had by them, like eliminating these other characters from the other school, which makes me think, like, this other school, this is the second group that I remember that has a group that are dressed like almost the same way. I don't know if that's like a design thing. Like, they didn't want to think of designs for every single character, so they just gave them the same costume, like with the ninja guys and then this other group. But I thought it was interesting that it seems like each group has like a club. You got the ninja club, and then you got like the nurse outfit club, or whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to call that outfit. But that was interesting, and there's some significant with hats going on with that school. But you got Momo, Sonic Girl, Ear Guy, and Froggy, and they get trapped by this group led by this super genius, and they fall for every single little thing that this super genius has come up with. And as the show does, we get some awesome character development while they think of a way past this dilemma that they're in. And if that wasn't enough, they shove in even some more development for Midoriya, as they've been doing throughout the series, a little bit slowly, in showing that even when he's not physically there, he's still inspiring the people that he has encountered in his life, which I thought was awesome. And I think it's an awesome step in him becoming like the #1 hero So that entire scene, like this whole episode was awesome. I loved the focus on the side characters. I love how they thought of a way past their problem. And the one part where the genius girl was gonna get Momo, the others burst in and stopped her, and she's like, what's going on? Like, apparently the other school doesn't have anything, like each student cares about the other students. Like, apparently in their high school, if they are a part of a team and a part of a group, if they have the opportunity to win or whatever, they just leave their team members behind if they fall down, which is kind of weird. I would think that they would have some teams that might do that, or some people that might do that, but then some that wouldn't, you know. I feel like there would still be some teams that would still go back for their fallen teammates. So that scene was pretty awesome. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy this episode? Did you think that it was draggy at all? Did you think it was entertaining? Did you like the focus on the side characters? Or do you want them to just focus on the big guns like Midoriya and Todoroki and Bakugo, those guys? Let me know in the comments what you thought. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you want me to do these reviews in the future, or the anime versus manga stuff, let me know in the comments. But I'm not sure if I'll keep up these reviews or not. It might just be like a thing here and there whenever I feel like it. Obviously, just let me know what you think. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, take it easy.